Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. Scott, Lisa, Lydia with you this morning. It is Monday, January 29th. We're going to talk about the beautiful weather in just a second here, but first, a reminder, you can find us live on Facebook every weekday morning about 8 o'clock. We go live for you. You can also find this video on your Facebook feed throughout the day. You can also find us live, well, not live, but you can find us on our Inform YouTube page as well as on your favorite podcast platforms. We record it and we put it those places for you as well. So check us out almost anywhere or join us on air 5 to 7 in the morning for First News Monday through Friday as well.
And if you watch First News this morning, you know that we broke some records over the
Yes,
weekend.
three different spots set new record highs yesterday. Fargo, Jamestown, Bismarck, all mid to upper 40s. Gorgeous. Spring-like day,
The sunshine itself, like not even talking about the temperatures. I didn't realize it was as warm until you told us this morning. But I was like, I walked outside and I was like, oh, what is that?
Even if you didn't leave your house, just the
What is
sun
that big
shining
ball of
in.
sun?
Yes,
Yeah.
it looked so nice. So, tons of sun over the weekend. Not as much sun today. We're waking up with some sunshine this morning here in Fargo. Already fairly cloudy up in Grand Forks right now. A little bit of a system working its way in. Not a big moisture maker, so you won't need your umbrella today. You won't need the snow shovel. But there are a few sprinkles, a pocket of freezing drizzle up in northern Minnesota right now, and then increase in cloud cover, which I think is the main thing that most people will notice after such a sunny weekend. So partly to mostly cloudy by this afternoon. Wind picking up out of the northwest, 10 to 20, a little bit of a noticeable breeze, and then temps just a hair cooler today compared to yesterday. Records probably not happening today. We're forecasting 42, record high is 52. So a 10-degree deficit. So probably not going to happen today. Tomorrow, we feel that colder air thanks to that system. Cloudy sky, maybe a little fog in the morning. When I say colder air, though, it's relative because I'm looking at upper 30s for tomorrow, which is still great for late January.
Exactly.
So it's relative speaking to the sunshine in the 40s that we had yesterday, but a tiny bit cooler for tomorrow. Again, probably no record highs for tomorrow.
Okay.
Wednesday, sunshine is back. We're forecasting 46.
Wow.
The record high is 44. That's the last day of January.
Record watch.
So we will be on record watch by the middle to late parts of this week. Looks great to finish out the week with temperatures in the 40s and even into the weekend. So
Wrap up the weekend, wrap up January.
Yeah.
I can't believe that either. I know.
Well,
I say that at the end of every month. Oh, where did January go? Oh, where did December go?
But the weather doesn't feel very January.
No.
It did a couple weeks ago when we were sub-zero.
That's the January I always remember.
Rightfully so. But this is a little different. El Nino is really holding tight, so not a ton of moisture and above average temperatures. Average high today in Fargo is 19.
Oh, okay.
19 for the high. It's warmer than that right now. It's like 33 right now.
Geez.
So, that puts it in perspective a little bit. Overall, a pretty quiet forecast. There are just some things that come along with warming up, like a little bit of drizzle this morning and then pockets of fog tomorrow morning. So, those are things to watch out for. Otherwise, just do something outside. Enjoy it. My husband wants to fire up the pizza oven this week, which probably doesn't surprise either.
No, well, it's nice out. Might as well.
Yep.
Use it.
So,
you bought it.
Those outdoor things. They know the backyards, the parks were all busy yesterday. I expect more of the same the rest of this week.
Sounds good.
Thanks guys.
Lydia.
New overnight, we're learning more about a fire that broke out at an apartment complex in Fargo, including how much damage was done. Firefighters were called out to the Chestnut Ridge Apartments around 6 last night. We do know that firefighters had to rescue a woman who was trapped in her apartment. She was taken to the hospital. We're still working to find out her condition, if she's going to be okay. The fire was contained to that one apartment. However, there was smoke throughout the entire building. The entire building was evacuated as well while firefighters were putting out that fire. We now know that at least $75,000 in damage was done. The cause of that fire is still under investigation.
All right now we're waiting to learn the names of the people killed in a crash over the weekend. 2 28-year-old men died near Barnesville in an accident. We checked, according to the State Patrol, their names are going to be released this morning. Really, any time here, we should be getting that information. The crash happened yesterday morning on Highway 9 in Clay County. Both the driver, who's from Fergus Falls, and the passenger from Barnesville died in the accident.
This is a story we've been tracking for a while for you, and we'll probably have an update tonight. The Circle of Friends Animal Shelter in Grand Forks is holding an emergency board of directors meeting this week. It comes after the shelter announced 2 major decisions to cut costs last week. The board fired the shelter's CEO and will close the adoption center. Right now, we do know the shelter owes around $55,000 in unpaid bills and is $25,000 short of the next payroll, which is due on Friday. At tomorrow's meeting, the board is expected to talk about more staff cuts and amending a proposed contract to keep that shelter working as the city's pound as well.
All right, big day today. Tax season begins. You can officially start filing tax returns. IRS will take those starting today for your 2023 federal income tax returns. So just a few quick steps for you to make things a little easier, prepare you for the tax season, try to lessen your headache of doing it. It's a lot, you know. First, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have all of your correct documents. It's nothing worse than starting the process and being like, oh, I don't have this thing. So make sure you have everything you need. Things like your W-2, 1099, other documents that you might need that information. Also, while you're filing, the IRS is telling people to plan filing electronically and then select a direct deposit because that's the easiest way to file and then get your refund in the quickest amount of time. The deadline to file your taxes in both Minnesota and in North Dakota is April 15th. If you don't get it done by then, you could face IRS penalties.
Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra on Inforum.com. The Super Bowl matchup is set after the 49ers rallied to beat the Lions. And I was kind of rooting for the Lions. Wasn't everyone kind of the underdog? They finally,
I think America was rooting for the Lions. I mean, nothing against the Niners, but the Lions haven't been good for so long, and everyone was kind of just hoping that
this
they
could
would
be
get
their
there.
year.
Exactly, and they had a chance. They blew it, really. I mean, they blew it. But yeah, Super Bowl coming up in a couple weeks. Dom's going to be talking about that.
Well, he's specifically going to be talking about whether or not Taylor Swift will be at the Super Bowl since the Chiefs will be there. Just
big
kidding.
storyline, of course. Yeah.
There's so much. I didn't even want to talk about that on First News this morning because my Facebook feed, there's so many people who are just so upset by any mention of Taylor Swift.
Well, I think a lot of people also are getting very annoyed by the Chiefs in general, so
Okay,
she's
so-
kind of tied into that by
that's
default.
fair.
And
Okay.
so she's now part of the Chiefs, therefore she's
They don't want to talk about Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
So it's, I'm going to be rooting for the Niners. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs. So big look at the game. It's going to be in Vegas, Super Bowl 58. Plus, locally, one of the top girls basketball games in the state tonight. We're televising it. Mayport CG versus Thompson. A preview of that matchup, much more. Hot Mic. You can watch it all live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com.
And now it's a great time to get that Inforum.com subscription. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. It's really a great deal.
Yeah, it is. Remember, join us for the rest of the day on our newscast. Our next one's at 11 o'clock, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back for First News tomorrow from 5 to 7 a.m.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.